So you did it. You bought the best hunting game on the face of the earth, The Hunter Call of the Wild, and you're slowly realizing that all of the good content is kind of locked behind walls of DLC. But I got some good news for you. You can pick up most of the DLC here in The Hunter Call of the Wild, actually screw that, all of it, for literally pennies when the game goes on sale. When I mean pennies, you can pick up some DLCs for less than $8 United States. Some of the maps will go from like $12 to like $5, $4, $3 even if it's some crazy sale like the Steam Summer Sale. The game goes on sale like crazy. I am not paid in any way, shape, or form, not partnered in any way, shape, or form, never have, never will be with Expansive Worlds. This is a non-biased list, coming from someone who's been playing the game for 50% of my existence on this planet because I'm 16 and I've been playing the game for 8 years. This list will help you figure out what DLCs you should buy first here in The Hunter Call of the Wild. From my strict and personal opinion, again, I can't get this across enough, I'm not getting paid in any way, shape, or form to promote these DLCs. This is coming from my strict and personal opinion and experience. You will not waste your money with this guide, so make sure you do watch until the end of it. Some of the DLCs you might actually have for free, so make sure you guys do in fact stay all the way up to number 1 here in The Hunter Call of the Wild on today's list to see which DLCs that you actually received for free, depending on what platform you play on. So without further ado, guys, wasting no more of your time, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Alright guys, so coming in at number 10 here on our list today is going to be the ATV DLC. Now the ATV DLC is essential right off the bat. Even if you haven't bought any weapon DLCs, any map DLCs, anything like that, you need to get the ATVs, otherwise your gameplay experience will be absolutely terrible. If you do not have the ATV DLC, your only other option is going to be to run around your map and unlock it on foot. These maps, running from one side to the other, without getting distracted and hunting, will probably take over 1 hour real time. That's if it was a flat straight line, because they're 10 kilometers across. Not to mention weaving through all of the terrain. Even if you are following the trails, it's going to take you a little bit out of the way. Being able to go 40 miles an hour versus like 3 when trying to unlock your outposts and lookout points here in the Hunter Call of the Wild to open up your map and diversify your hunting experience, even if it's just in Leighton Lakes and Hirschfelden, having the ATV to be able to unlock your map, because, you know, in my personal opinion, it's not even possible to unlock your map without the ATV. It will literally take you a week of everyday gameplay, probably 2+ hours a day. It is horrible. But I do have some good news. If you play on Xbox or PlayStation, you actually receive the ATV DLC for free. And here's how you unlock it. To unlock the ATV DLC on Xbox or PlayStation, all you need to do is go ahead and come into your storage cache. This can be found at any outpost. The outposts are the little houses on the map. You can go ahead and head into here and you'll see the little garage section here above your kennel. And below the trophy manager, head into garage, and here you should see ATVs automatically. Now if you play on PC or Mac, you are going to need to buy the DLC. I believe it's only like $1.99, but literally you can get this for probably 50 cents when it goes on sale. Just wait for the sale if you really need to. From that point, you can literally just go over it and click request, and your quad will spawn in right outside of the house. You'll see it because you'll see the little quad thing right there. If my waypoint will get out of the way, or you can pull open your map and you can see the little quad on your map as well. From that point, the quad is fully usable. You can just run over to it, interact with it, hop on it, and from that point you can start unlocking your map, or go to a location fast, or use it for whatever you need. And like I said, being able to go 40 miles an hour versus like a mile an hour is so freaking helpful, and they're fun as crap too, dude. The only thing that I wouldn't suggest is hunting with them, because animals spook from 500 meters with the ATVs, so to keep that in mind. Alright, my Frenchmans, coming in at number 9 here on our list today is going to be the Bloodhound. Now, the Bloodhound is an absolutely amazing DLC. For beginner players, including myself back when I was a beginner, tracking can do nothing but get you lost, especially when the animal starts bugging and running in circles and, you know, the game glitches and it's really not your fault and you just have to leave the harvest. It's the most, like, depressing feeling ever. It just makes you want to close the game and uninstall it. But having the Bloodhound DLC, which is actually a really cheap and affordable dog DLC, it gives you a ton more content. Not only more content, but it completely eliminates the tracking process. It will track all of the animals for you. All you gotta do is follow the dog just to track your harvests, as long as the harvest died at least. And what I mean by more content is over here in the hunting dog section, inside of traits here, you have a bunch more progression and things to work towards. You can level your dog all the way up to 30, and you got a bunch of different skill points for him to spend, and different things he can do and learn that'll help you out there in your hunts. And also you have the expert hunting dog trait, so that way if you do have other dog DLCs, or you're considering getting them in the future, you can make one dog learn something from another dog and become an expert hunter. For example, my Bloodhound is a tracker, but he's also a retriever, and I have the retriever ability from the Labrador Retriever DLC. Or you can turn your Bloodhound into a pointer, I think that's the other one, and he'll actually find animals and point them for you and highlight them on your map. So some really cool, helpful stuff. You get a couple extra hours of gameplay out of it. Again, some really smooth progression, very satisfying progression. And in general, having the dog and the ability to track is just so helpful as a beginner player. For the first, 4 years of me playing Call of the Wild, I did nothing but let my dog track, and I still suck at tracking nowadays, and half the time, if you watch my streams, you remember, Squid always needs to use his dog on streams to track, because you know what? We all kind of suck at tracking a little bit when it comes to it. It's not always our fault. Sometimes the animals will teleport 300 feet to the left and leave a footprint there. Next thing you know, they're a mile to the right. So yeah, the dog will skip over the tracks completely. It's very realistic. It doesn't actually track the blood, although it does say that it's searching for blood or something. It's really realistic. It'll actually go straight to the animal, and you can follow it straight to the animal, because in real life, what actually happens is when the animal dies, there's a little hormone that comes out of their, hooves, or depending on what the animal is, paws, and the dog can actually smell that and track it all the way up to it. And the smarter your dog gets in the game, the faster he'll just run straight to the animal instead of following over the trail that he ran at. But most of the time, I do notice the dog will just go straight there and kind of ignore the blood trail, which is what the dog does in real life, too. Coming in at number 8 here on our list today of the top 10 best DLCs that you need here in the Hunter Call of the Wild is going to be Emerald Coast. Now, Emerald Coast is the best map in the game for stacking cash. Peru is really close to it, if not a little bit better nowadays, so I would say number 8 can either be Peru or Emerald Coast, whichever you prefer. I think Emerald Coast is a little bit less thick, maybe a little bit more beginner friendly, so I'm just going to put Emerald Coast on there, as I've suggested that in the past, and I kind of just want to stick with my ways. But you get the crocodiles, which are the best paying, well, one of the best paying methods to stack cash fast in the game. Bantang, another extremely good method for stacking cash and XP. Kangaroos, really fun, really unique species. You get insane money farming, beautiful scenery, and it's a very beginner friendly map, period. It has its thicker areas, but most of the areas are extremely wide open. The hunting is easy. There's a lot of easy trophies in that map, although most of the trophies on the map do troll a decent little bit. You know, it adds some fun to it, right? Bunch of different deer species. You can do several different Great One grinds on that map if you ever wanted to get into it. Very good choice of a map. That is always the map that I suggest when someone says, Squid, I don't have any maps, what's the first one I should buy? Emerald Coast is the very first thing that crosses my mind. Period. I think that's all that needs to be said. It is the ultimate map. Strong suggestion. Emerald Coast, Australia, for those wondering their location. Alright guys, then coming in at number 7 here on our list today is going to be the High Caliber Weapon Pack. This weapon pack has become one of the strongest weapon DLCs in the entire game, for one big reason. First and foremost, it is like the ultimate gun pack for Great One grinding. If you ever get into grinding, you're gonna need it. It has very good 7 to 9 class coverage, one of the most highest positively rated weapon packs in the entire community, and that all comes down to one specific weapon, and that, my friends, is the Arzina 300 Magnum. It's a 300 mag, it's a 5-round semi-automatic AR, it is a behemoth of a weapon, and there's almost no recoil whatsoever. It is insane. You can take follow-up shots on all different types of animals and feel like you're shooting a dang 308 or something, like an AR-15. I don't know, it is extremely insane. It is such a weird feeling to see animals drop that fast with a gun that has that little of recoil. It almost feels illegal, but it is by far the best gun in the game, period, at least in a wide range community's opinion. My personal favorite gun in the game is the Malamar 7mm bolt action, because I'm a bolt action geek, but that's a completely different story. For beginners and just for the best experience in general, the Arzina 300 5-round semi-automatic AR is the best weapon in the game, hands down. And a lot of people ask me all the time, Squid, why do you shoot like fallow deer and whitetail with it? You're removing trophy integrity and lowering the trophy score. Well, if it's not a diamond, rare, or a great one, I always shoot it with a big gun to take it down faster. Yes, that lowers the amount of money you make. Yes, that lowers the trophy rating. And yes, you don't get integrity, but it will take it down faster and allows you to shoot more animals per hour, thus getting you more XP and more cash faster. And in Great One grinding, the more kills per hour, the better. And when you get into grinding, or if you are planning on getting into grinding, or maybe you already are and you're looking for a really good grinding gun, or just in general a really, really good gun for casual hunting, our Xena 300, number 1, 10 out of 10, insane gun, high caliber weapon pack, massive, massive suggestion. Alright guys, and then coming in at number 6 here on our list today is going to be the Tents in Ground Blinds DLC. This DLC completely changes everything. When you purchase this DLC, the game changes from a realistic, slow-paced hunting simulator to literally like Call of Duty with animals. Depending on how you use them at least. Most people when they buy the Tents in Ground Blinds DLC use the tents for Great One grinding, which is the process of placing tents all around your map and fast traveling to them and shooting whatever animals are right outside of your tents. Typically you place the tents right on top of drink zones, feed zones, things like that, and go there at the specific time that animals are supposed to be there, and you're set up perfectly, and you could shoot hundreds of animals per hour. That's no exaggeration whatsoever, by the way. Hundreds per hour with tents. Tents change the game completely. This DLC almost pays for itself in the time that you're going to save with this DLC. Even if you're not a Great One grinder, just placing a tent in an area of the map that you like to get yourself a little bit of a head start can change everything. You can fast travel anywhere, you'll have easier rotations, faster zone checking, and you'll save hundreds of hours. And I believe the people on console, PlayStation, and Xbox, you should have tents and ground blinds for free. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you guys should. I don't remember buying it. I played on PlayStation for 7 of the 8 years I've been playing this game. I don't remember having to buy it, but that was a long time ago. They may have changed it. So let me know down below. Go check and see. All you gotta do to find out is go to the in-game store and scroll down to the structures section, and there should be tents in there automatically. Otherwise, it's another super cheap DLC, like 99 cents, $1.99, something like that. It will change the game for you, and again, it pretty much pays for itself in the amount of time that you're gonna save. It is insane. Coming in at number 5 here on our list today is my personal favorite DLC of all time. This, honestly, is probably the best all-around weapon pack. Second behind the one with the Xena 300 in it. Let's just leave it at that, okay? In this DLC, you get the Malamur 7mm Magnum, my favorite gun in the entire game, 3-round, bolt action, freaking most versatile gun in the entire game, hands down, absolute masterpiece of a creation by EW. Literally the exact same gun I got in real life, so I might be a little bit biased there, but the fact you can shoot a goat with it and then turn around and shoot a bison with it just shows you. The gun is amazing. You can only imagine what it'll do to a little whitetail. You get the Olsen 308 and the Tsurgri 338. Which is an absolute behemoth of a caliber. The 7mm alone makes this DLC worth it considering it handles such a broad range of species. I'm so biased because the 7-mag is my favorite gun, but man, dude, I love this one. This is my personal favorite. Probably not the best in the sense of what everyone would agree with, but for me, this DLC is essential. If you're a bolt action geek, you want a huge gun like a 338 to just die at, even though the bullets are like $1,000 for 5. It's hilarious to shoot a whitetail with the 338. You want a nice little 308 for just a casual bolt action experience, or you want like the most versatile gun in the game, period. This is the DLC for you. The 7mm Magnum, I would pay for that DLC even if that was the only gun in it. Hands down would. And then coming in at number 4 here on our list today, guys, is yet another map. The fact that this DLC still makes it this high up on the list all these years later is insane. It just shows you how good this map is. And that, my friends, as you could probably guess, is Silver Ridge Peaks. Probably still the best beginner map, honestly. It's up there. I wouldn't say it's the best like Emerald Coast or, you know, maybe even Peru nowadays, but it's up there. I mean, it's made number 4 on the list here today. And the reason that I say it's probably, it's hard to say. I wouldn't say it's the best in like the amount of cash you can make and stuff like that, how many kills you can shoot fast, but in the sense of easy casual hunting, it has huge animal populations, extremely open terrain, which does make the hunts kind of plain after a while, but there's so many animals that you'll soon realize that, yeah, there's really no possible way for the hunts to get plain in this map. Lots of easy diamonds, you can get cash relatively fast. You got elk, mountain lion, turkeys, bighorns, goats. I mean, it's almost impossible to have a bad hunt there. Pretty much every time I go onto Silver Ridge, I leave with some type of trophy. And I have confidence that you will too. And then coming in at number 3 here on our list today is literally Silver Ridge Peaks 2.0, but in my opinion, a little bit better. And this is a Ski Ridge, Alberta, Canada. You got your bighorn rams, you got your moose, you got your gorgeous scenery, but you have exclusives. You have the Manitoban elk, you have wood bison, you have wood ducks, you have woodland caribou, you got the dusky grouse, you got every single thing pretty much that you would have in Silver Ridge Peaks, but better. You got wolves, you got whitetail, you got mule deer. The map is just the ultimate map An amazing map from the small game all the way to the big game. You got the unique snow mechanics in that map to where you actually leave footprints and snow builds up on the animals' backs. It's just, the map is amazing, dude. A lot better than Silver Ridge in my opinion. That's kind of a hot take, but it's a lot better than Silver Ridge. It's my personal opinion. But I mean, the species list is higher. It's arguably easier hunting in certain areas, especially up north. I think it's literally Silver Ridge on steroids. If you have the opportunity to, get them both, unlock them both, and spend some hours in each map. And come back here in a couple months and let me know down below which map did you guys end up liking better. I personally believe that Ski Ridge is better, just because of the fact, I mean, more species alone, even if the map was terrible scenery, is enough for me. And then coming in at number 2 here on our list, guys, is going to be the Modern Rifle Pack. Even years later, the Zarza rifles still remain incredibly popular. In this DLC, you get the semi-automatic 308, 5-round semi-automatic AR, very, very similar to the 300, it's just the smaller caliber. Semi-automatic 223, which is very, very good for, foxes, roe deer, things like that. And a semi-automatic 22 LR. What is better than a little 22 that's like 5 rounds? It might be 10 rounds, actually. Semi-automatic, fast-shooting AR. The Zarza 308 is still one of the most used rifles for grinding because of its quick follow-up shots and versatility. And it's extremely, extremely low recoil. There's almost no recoil whatsoever with that gun. Period. 0. The Modern Rifles pack is absolutely incredible. For deer species, if you're more of a casual, like, deer species, kind of the common coyote, fox, maybe roe deer, stuff like that, this is the DLC for you. It'll pretty much cover absolutely everything. I think the only class that won't be covered in this DLC is Class 9. And then coming in at number 1 as the best DLC in this game is going to be the Tripods in Tree Stands DLC. If I could only buy one DLC, it'd honestly be this. You're probably like, why? And it's because of the massive reduction in hunting pressure. The amount of times that I've deleted need zones and completely screwed my maps by accident because I was too lazy to place down a tripod or a tree stand is horrendous. It's horrible. You get better visibility. Great one grinding in the long run. It's essential for Great One grinding. You can't Great One grind without tents and tripods. It's not possible. You can get some really, really cool multiplayer setups. Better predator hunting, and it lets you hunt zones repeatedly, over and over and over again without having to worry about blowing out your zones from hunting pressure. Typically, you can only shoot 4 animals out of a zone, then you have to wait for the hunting pressure to clear. If you shoot 5, then the zone will delete. It actually might be 3, then the 4th will delete it. So yeah, it just shows, because with a tripod or a tree stand, you can shoot 13 and the 14th will delete the zone. So it will literally affect nearly every single hunt that you ever do. It's essential, completely essential in the Hunter Call of the Wild. If you ever plan to do any form of grinding or any form of repetitively hunting the same zone over and over again, you find an area that you like and you want to be able to hunt it, more than 3 times without having to worry about the zone deleting, and also without having to shoot 25 animals elsewhere just to clear the hunting pressure, the Tripods and Tree Stands are for you. But hey man, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a very, very difficult list for me to put together. A lot of DLCs to choose from here in 2026, but hey man, I think I did a decent job ranking them. Let me know down below what you guys thought of my ranking. These are the 10 DLCs that I would buy first if I started over tomorrow. I do appreciate all you guys so much for watching. Hey, as a 16-year-old content creator, my goal by the end of 2026 is 50,000 subscribers. If you guys would like to help us out in reaching that, that would be very, very much appreciated. We are on track to reach it. In fact, we should crush the goal completely. You guys are absolutely killing it, dude. We're about to break 9,000 members in the Discord server. Absolutely ridiculous, dude. We're hauling in a straight line, and it doesn't look like you guys are slowing down anytime soon. So hey man, I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys to death. As always, my name is Squid, you're watching Squidster Gaming, and we'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.